10. My president. I think you were jealous, but I can't be sure. And I don't want to upset you, even though you doubtless moved on. Still, you might not like what I'm about to tell you. I mean, even I don't like it. But I've got to tell you. See, I still have it in my pocket. It's a piece of the evidence. It's the moment I found my teacher. If you want to be angry, be angry. But listen. What does she want? The guests swirl through the rooms of Zurine's villa. The concert's over, and the party has begun. Over there's Zurine with his big laugh. And there's the filmmaker couple I'll end up staying with next week. But there she is, just standing. The only thing I can do is look at her rouged cheeks and pink hair, her fishnet stockings and crop top that reads, "Kill your father," in homemade handwriting. My president. I stand with my glass of champagne, unable to wipe the grin from my face. It may have been then that I decided the only reasonable thing to do was to find out what makes this strange girl tick. My president. What does she want? Go and find out. Welcome to Go and Find Out. I'm Jonny Wright. This is a story of losing yourself in the world. I left my home, my job, and the USA in order to learn the old-fashioned way, with first-hand experience. Some people go on a journey to find themselves. I went on a journey to lose myself, and instead find the world. In these episodes, I ask big questions about life. Not from an armchair, but from roadsides and mountaintops, from temple halls and dance halls. Join me as I hitchhike across the world, embrace the unexpected, and let go one step at a time. If you've ever thought about living a life outside the box, keep listening. Because this isn't just my story. It's about what happens when you start to wonder what your story could be. You don't need to hitchhike around the world. I'm here to empower you to live with more courage, more curiosity, and more adventure, right here, right now. Let's go and find out. Before we met in person that night, she was just a name on my screen. Hande Basil.
Wait, let me go back to the date in my head. Yes. I even remember the night. Yes. The first time I talked to you, I remember.
I'd arrived in Warsaw to Zurine and his house concert. Hande and I met on the couch surfing app.
I was in Warsaw. I was pet sitting this two adorable cats, chunky cheesecake, and what was the other one's name? Oh yeah, because I cannot say it publicly, that's why I'm not saying it. Thanks, my subconscious mind. I don't want to get you canceled, but that cat had a bad name.
We started messaging, but what followed was not a normal exchange.
Hey.
From the first message, we created a shared hallucination. Hande was the president of a fictional republic, and I was her vice president. Our country had no borders, no ideology, and its governmental system shifted by the hour. We fell into it completely.
We were talking nonsense,
she told me later.
And I really liked it, and I thought, he understands me. And just right at that moment, I knew that we could be friends because you understood what I meant, even though I didn't mean anything.
And I felt it too. That strange kind of closeness that springs up through shared imagination. At first, I thought I was being clever. Role play as diplomacy, safe and flirtatious, and low stakes. But she was 5 steps ahead. She fired me twice. It was flirtation, sure, but it was also reconnaissance. We were probing for weaknesses. for interest, and for magic.
I don't like when people meet immediately. They all like the first thing that we do is trying to gather information, and I think the information is misleading. That's why I talk nothing about nothing when I meet with people, just to see how they're gonna react, if they look at you like you're crazy, or if they also start to talk about some random stuff that they want to talk about. I think it gives me better idea what people are up to than them saying like, I'm this many years old and I do this job. And I mean, like, I'll find them out in the way, if I choose to.
So when I invited her to Zern's concert and she said yes, I had no idea what to expect.
You didn't give me any information. What was it? And I didn't ask you. That's the downside of not wanting any information, because you just said, I'm performing. Do you want to see? And I'm like, yeah, but I didn't know what I was going to even see.
She was the wild card of the evening. Zern and I were already playing when I saw her in the yard, peering in through the tall windows. It was just turning dark. She looked like a curious kid at an aquarium as the balance of light moved inside. Hande didn't fit the room. The hair, the torn fishnets, and that jagged scrawl across her crop top. She was watching me closely. When the piece finished, as everyone in the room clapped, her hands hung by her sides.
So yes, then you finished, and I think you were very happy. Like, I think that's why I liked you, because I love when I see people are genuinely happy, like in their eyes, and the way that you were looking at the room. It looked like you were so content with what you did, and there was like very beautiful expression on your face, and I really loved that, and I really was happy to see that in someone. I don't know, that moment is in my brain frame by frame, as if it was a moment for me. It wasn't a moment for me. I was just like watching that happening, but I guess it was a moment for you, and I now feel like it was also a moment for me as well, because I was thinking like, I can imagine what you're feeling,
Later, when I'd found her near the staircase, I approached, and she said, "Sup, my name is Hande."
Sup, my name is Hande. And did all those amazing tricks that I do after I say my name is Hande, to show that I'm not socially awkward, but that makes me look more socially awkward. Anyways.
I was almost hoping she'd be disappointing in real life. I'd built her up in my mind. Our text conversation had been so imaginative, and I wanted that bubble to pop. I wanted her to be shallow or annoying so I could dismiss the whole thing. But she wasn't. I keep thinking about her. I'm taking notes, and it seems like a familiar script. A poor Turkish girl, living hand to mouth, far from home, piecing together a life. Hande works in food delivery, riding her bicycle and making art from bones and skulls. This girl needs some answers. She's unsettling. There's a moment that night when I laughed hard, and then she tilted her head and said,
"So, that's what you look like when you're not pretending."
Why is she laughing? We try to meet once more before Hande returns to where she lives in Łódź, and before I go off to the countryside with Basha.
The day after when we met, I was happy that I'm gonna actually having a contact with you. I mean, I love having a good moment with people and letting it be just a good moment, because often it's so beautiful in my head. Most of the things are. So when I try to continue, it's hard to hold on to that beautiful image. But with you, it wasn't like that, because the more I talked to you, the more beautiful moments there were, and it wasn't just that moment that I created in my head that was so amazing,
Rain's been coming down on and off the whole day, and with the night, a mist has descended over the city. We're to meet in a sprawling park, now a maze of intersecting paths when you can't see more than 10 yards ahead. I look forward and back to try and catch sight of her, but only find lampposts emerging and fading back into the gloom. I call out, "Hande? Hande?" At any moment, one of us will come upon the other. And for some reason, I want it to be me that catches her, and not the other way around. I want to see her, standing as if lost, and to walk directly to her and say, "Don't worry, I always know where I am." As it turns out, she's the one who finds me.
Well, Vice President. What does that say about our leadership if we can't even find each other in a park?
She smiles, but her mouth twitches slightly.
Well, you are my leader, so
As we walk, our bubble of a world moves through the fog.
Don't you count on yourself?
You know, Madam President, I must say, I find you endlessly interesting.
And you, Mr. Vice President, strike me as someone who wants
We
to
walk toward a
become
downward slope. We spot a street down below.
Look, let's get off the path and go straight to the road.
She takes a few gingerly steps.
It's too steep.
She calls back.
Just go slow.
There's mud everywhere.
Slowly.
And then a scream tears through the night as her pink hair picks up speed. She's no longer walking. She's sliding down the muddy embankment, still on her feet, a wake of mud spraying out on either side.
I invented mud skiing that night. It's a big thing now in Warsaw, yeah. No, it was not memorable scene for me. See, I forget. It was not. It was memorable for you because you were the one who stand up and laughing, someone falling into the mud.
I know I shouldn't have, but I did. I laughed. The laughter came out wild and almost fanatical. The streak of white-hot Hande shot down the hill, and I laughed and ran to the nearby stairs. It wasn't like I wasn't worried. Laughter is many things, after all. Skating on her feet over the splashing mud, Hande came crashing to a stop at the bottom of the hill. She landed on all fours, pale skin submerged in the brown.
Well, I took the fall like a real gentleman, didn't I?
By choice or not, she'd shown her vulnerable side. And I had laughed. Her eyes flash pride as she stands up and holds back her tears. "I'm sorry I led you astray, Mr. President, and I am sorry." She gives me a withering look.
Did you enjoy that?
She tries to brush off her muddy knees with her muddy hands.
Most men only laugh at me once.
But the image of Hande stuck with me, sliding down that embankment like a lighthouse in a landslide. And then Hande left the city, and I started work on the musical. The decision to leave Warsaw, made up on that hunting platform in the countryside, feels right. The full moon is 3 weeks away, and I have 1,000 miles south to go. I'm finally on the way. I have a destination. But my first stop on the way feels strange. Łódź, I've heard, is no place for tourists. Why would you go to Łódź? People ask me. I know exactly why I'm going to Łódź, thank you very much. But I'm not going to tell you about it. I hold up my thumb on the outskirts of Warsaw, casting my spell and waiting for it to take effect. It's only a matter of time, I tell myself. Sure enough, a gruff, balding man appears behind the wheel of his car and without smiling, ushers me in. We're off to see the wizard. It's late afternoon by the time I find myself walking the streets of Łódź. Łódź is like a swamp planet, a degraded, run-down industrial town, abandoned by the very forces that built it. Textiles, manufacturing, concrete, soot. It's nothing like Warsaw here. The streets are narrow, with bare lots overgrown with tangled weeds, and menacing brick buildings standing cold and empty, the tallest structures around. The city center is under perpetual construction, really almost every street. A churn of dust and water mains and bunker-like slabs of concrete waiting to be sunk into the ground. The parks look like war zones. But I don't care about the city. All I wanted was to be near her again. I can't stay long because I've got to continue toward the gathering. A glimpse of that big old fire in Macedonia. And before that, there's Veronica and Tomasz. Tomasz. Okay. Hande's at her window. She looks out and waves. I come to the door and wait. The bolt slides, and inside she takes my chest in her arms. I remember why I've come this way.
So, you really came to this godforsaken city for me?
I mean,
Well, either I'm more amazing than I thought I was, or you're more desperate than you look. Well, this is my house.
The studio room is compact with barely anything of value. A laptop and brightly painted clothes strewn around. It's even less of a kingdom than the old gray room I left in the States. And yet Hande explodes out of it somehow, a vital expression ex nihilo.
oh, it's lovely.
Come on, don't do that. I know you don't mean it.
I mean, I'm very happy to be here.
See, that's better. You never should lie to me, Jonny. I'll always know when you're lying.
And just how do you know?
I don't think you would believe me even if I told you.
Try me.
Magic.
And she winks.
Who is she? So, tell me about your childhood.
Cheater.
What?
You're cheating. I'm not gonna expose myself unless you're doing the same first.
I'm an open book. What do you want to know?
You're anything but an open book.
So I'm a liar, is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is that you're scared. And it's okay to be scared.
Scared? You're talking to the guy who's hitchhiking around the world.
I didn't say you were scared of everything. Besides, you haven't made it very far. Wanna see something?
Depends on what.
Abandoned building with ghosts.
If it's with you.
Awesome. We'll go tonight.
That night, we find a building. A hunched and boarded up block, not far from the main city square. It looks sealed shut. Most of the windows are covered. The air feels strange. We almost give up,
Look, there's one that's open.
but then spot one unboarded window. Hande drags over a shopping cart,
Let's use this.
flips it upside down, climbs atop it, and worms her way through. I pause just long enough to hear the sound of my own breathing. Then I go. Inside, it's pure black. Not dark. Black.
I can't see a thing.
The boarded windows block even ambient city light. Our phone flashlights barely cut into the space ahead. We shuffle slowly down a narrow hallway, through shadows thick enough to lean against. Old mattresses, wet socks, scattered cards, beer cans, bent forks. There's a smell. Mildew and something acrid underneath. Someone's been here. Maybe still is.
Jonny, come on. How about deeper?
Hande turns back to look at me. Is she smiling? Then she disappears into the black. Oh, it's on. I step over a set of rusting tools and into the next room. Each step feels more abstract. Chipped paint and dust mingle in the air. Hande's turned off her light. The hair on my arms lifts like wheat in the wind.
You think you know what you're doing, but you're in over your head. Hande. Hande.
Her face pops out from behind a door.
Sorry. What were you saying?
This girl is interesting.
I don't think I'm the one who's scared.
Oh, really? So, hypothetically, Hande, what is Jonny Wright afraid of?
I'm supposed to leave that line to you.
I imagine faces in the corners of the room. Someone waiting behind the next door. I feel the instinct. Turn around, get out, get safe. It excites me. I step forward. Hande calls from somewhere to the left, but I don't answer. I move through the next room, alone now, through a low corridor that opens into something more spacious, a sort of cavern. And here, stillness. A muffled hum from the old city, the creak of old beams, the occasional rustle of fabric. I shine my light low. The floor is littered with remnants. A single boot, a broken mirror, a balled-up t-shirt with cartoon eyes, a chess piece, a cracked mug.
Hey! Over here!
What is it?
I try and find her in the dark. She's standing, pointing her flashlight down at something. There, on the floor by a metal bed frame, is a small blue square of cardboard. I kneel and pick it up. It's a card of some kind, faded, heavy with dust. An image in its center, an army man in camouflage, kneeling, rifle in firing position. A piece of a game, maybe.
Look, it's you!
Hande says over my arm.
Why me?
Oh, you're always on guard.
Ha ha.
No, but seriously, take it with you. Let it guard so you don't have to.
I brush it off, turn it over, blank on the back. I slide it into my pocket. And I stand there, holding my breath, smiling. I can face. This fear, I can face. I can move through the dark. I enjoy the pounding in my chest. What's scary isn't this room at all. It's the next one. The quietly lit bedroom. The one where Hande will be sitting just a few feet away, eyes wide open. We turn to find a staircase leading down. Must be the basement. Just the idea sends a little thrill running up my spine. The mouth sits there, yawning, taunting us. Back at Hande's apartment,
All right,
the light
we're
is
going
soft and golden. A desk lamp glows in the corner. The walls are scuffed white. Curtains are pulled over the windows that still let in a bit of the city's rumble. The door clicks shut. Here we are. We lie down on the couch, face to face. Her knees are pulled up. Our heads are inches apart, sharing the same pillow, like two kids building a fort.
I see you.
Her eyes are wide, still, endlessly clear. The kind of eyes that ask questions without needing to speak. Her eyeliner has begun to fade. Her pink hair fans out slightly where it meets the cushion. Her skin is pale, unguarded, soft at the cheekbone. There's a fullness to her face. And she's seeing me. She told me later.
I know what you're feeling. Like, I understand what you're feeling. Like, it's very underrated concept. Is like when you think about what's understanding and how impossible it's to understand people in general. And then there's the moments, just moments of succeeding that, and how valuable those moments are, because that's the closest that you can get to people.
I'd spent the whole week trying to read her, to decode her. But now she was offering nothing to decipher. Just herself, uncoded. Hande, I think I'm scared. Her upside-down face big and brilliant in front of me. She looks at me and I see that she already knows.
I won't tell you there's nothing to be afraid of.
Her eyes sparkle, like she's been waiting for this. With my gaze, it's as if I take a step into her eyes. At first it's dark. Then I start to see the outlines of windows, chairs, blankets. I'm back in the abandoned building. I take a step and feel the old wood planks under my feet.
Go to that place where you're scared.
I move through the rooms, transfixed by the ever-shifting, jittering lines. I move towards something. It's the dark stairway leading down. I feel my body on the couch, my stifled breathing pushing the cushion down. My eyes are wide open, staring at the gaping hole in front of me, the portal of those eyes.
I don't want to go down there.
You don't have to, but you can.
The stairway leads right down into the center of her pupil, the deepest point.
I'm going down.
Okay.
The black is almost suffocating. Who's there? I know that voice all too well. I seem to edge into the dark. No, I'm not as sure as I used to be. You don't have to. I'm not becoming anything for you. Hande stares calmly into my eyes, sensing that something's happening.
Don't lose the thread. Keep going.
I seem to take a step down, and then I see you, your face, the one I keep inside me, and suddenly I'm raw with shame. Why do I feel this way? Hande's gaze stays open, steady. All she's asking is that I be here with her, completely here. I squirm and make to look away, but Hande is there to guide my eyes back into her own. Her invitation is warm and scares me. I want to meet her there.
Why can't I face her? Why can't I face her?
I want to know. I want to be seen. I want it too. Just to be fully present with this person. Why can't I face her? I want to touch her face. And I can't bring myself to. I want to dissolve in her gaze.
Why can't I face myself?
And I won't let myself. How dumb can I be to refuse what I most want? I turn away. My face presses hard into the pillow. I see nothing. And I've failed. In my one and only task, to kill my fear. Hande places her hand on my arm.
It's all right.
She whispers.
You can sleep.
She rises quietly and climbs to her loft. Darkness. I stay on the couch, trembling, and waves of anger flush my cheeks until I'm enveloped by sleep. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't go any further. I'm sorry. When the morning light breaks into the house, I defeatedly pack my clothes.
Do you want some breakfast?
Our goodbye is hasty, less than it ought to have been.
Don't worry. There's lots of time to learn.
I'm not sure learning will help.
It will hurt, but it will help.
You hurt.
I can't be sorry for that. All I can do is show you the next room, and that's what I did.
She offers her terrible eyes to me, and I glance at them and then away. They still burn me right where my fear bubbles up.
How can I say it? Sometimes you have a taste of a human soul, and everybody tastes like something. You cannot imagine a taste if you don't know it, and sometimes when someone says one thing, it's just one thing, and you immediately have the sensation of like what that person tastes like, or I don't know if this is the right way of explaining, but there's some flavor to that person, and just one word gives it away. And I think there's like one sentence you told me that I felt like I then know you, therefore I felt like then I can be your friend.
I open the door.
Remember? Your soldier is guarding you, so you can let your guard down.
I lift my backpack and touch her pink hair.
I want you to teach me.
I will, if you let me. Now go on, catch that right.
Wuj looks less desolate in the morning light. All I want is to stay, but that distant fire calls me on. To Macedonia, to the gathering, to use what I've learned here. But today I need to visit the artist in her attic, and the philosopher, smiling and stomping around the room below, waiting. Waiting for what? Hande showed me the next room. The rest is up to me.
Yeah, there should be some catchy song, but you'll take care of that.
Go and find out. That's it for this episode of Go and Find Out. Thanks for spending this time with me. Seriously, it means a lot that you're here listening to this story. I'd love to hear from you. Thoughts, stories, weird travel tips, whatever's on your mind. Drop me a line at goandfindoutpod@gmail.com and I'll do my best to write you back. This show is created by me, Jonny Wright, with music by me. This episode also features a piece by Zurin Zieg, The White Nile. If you're enjoying the ride, follow along so new episodes come straight to you every other Thursday. And hey, if you've got a second, leaving a quick review or rating really helps spread the word. But more than anything, I hope this episode sparked something, however small. A question, a dream, a reminder that your life is still unfolding. The only real adventure we have is right now.